1/8 micron. It can handle wafers of 8-inch, and we have commissioned that, and the system was bought from Tower Semiconductors, Israel. The system is working beautifully, and now we have the capability in ISRO to produce chips that are required for our sophisticated remote sensing satellites. And we look at the systems that have a time delay integration capability, and today it is a reality. We can do it. About 1,000 crores of investment that we made for the entire process equipment and also for the environmental control and the safety aspects of dealing with such complex chemicals, and having the software and the human resources capable of handling the system. So this is something which we have done in the country. So what I wanted to say, yes, we can do it. We have done it. What are the lessons coming from the description that I gave now? The first and foremost is we targeted self-reliance. From the beginning, we were obsessed with this idea that we should have self-reliance in the space program. Otherwise, we could be choked. At the atmospheric level, it could be for building the spacecrafts, it could be for launching them. But when it comes to the next level, it is about the technology, it's about the devices, it's about the metals. So when I said 90% of PSLV is from India, it talks about the chemicals, it talks about the metals, it talks about the fabrication, and the processes for getting the electronics components transformed into flight-worthy units. So this was done. So this has been our obsession. The focus and priorities. One can have a vision and say, I will do A to Z, end to end, but we will not reach anywhere in that process. So we were pragmatic to prioritize and say, yes, these are the areas that we will do first. And that is something which is important. And if you look at the management experts, they will talk about ABC analysis. They will talk about the vital, essential, desirable, and criticalities, and which are the areas where somebody could choke, and what should be the strategy, stockpiling, doing indigenously. And we started with the electronic industry 10 years ago in making the passive devices, which are being flown today. And now we are getting into the active devices, first with what we did in Chandigarh. Standardization, that is a requirement from our level. A good designer would always be looking for the best in each package, each flight. But when we deal with large volume production through industry, through engineering process, it is responsibility on us to standardize. So today, if you look at the avionics of PSLV, GSLV, Mark III, it's all the same box, same package. Only we use multiple numbers. So modular approach to avionics system design, this is what we have done. Certainly, unless this is an important priority for the management in the organization, you won't get the best fellows to do that. And their future has to depend on the fructification of this process. And this is something which we have identified. And we decided not to do all the investments in India, in the Indian Space Research Organization itself, but we decided to partner with the industry right from the 70s. Alliance with the industry on a long-term basis. This is what we have done. We work with them, and the risk is shared with them. Again, we have an obsession in space, that is the quality control. As you would have seen any launch vehicle going up, those 20 minutes, it's a matter of concern, tension for everybody who has designed and built it. Because any small flaw occurring in any of the parts, anything that was missing during the entire testing process, or anything happening there during the flight because of the harsh environment, can make or break a mission. So quality and reliability at system level, at component level, at process level, that is extremely important for us. And we do practice that within ISRO as well as in our partner organization. And for you, you are worried about the numbers. Unless the numbers are of a break-even regime, you will not be able to recover from the huge investment that you are going to make in the semiconductor industry. And it has to be cost competitive, not only in the domestic markets, but in the international markets. And the key to the success is the market, the volume, the cost competitiveness, and the consistency of the products that get into it. And something which I was looking at through the various documents that you have been producing, India is yet to get anywhere near the first 50 manufacturers of semiconductors globally. And if you look at the countries which have been doing that, they are nothing great as compared to India. If India can be one among the 6 in the world in space technology, why we are not able to find a place in the first 50 as far as electronics is concerned is a matter of concern for all of us. And I'm sure that you will be finding a solution for that. And the government certainly is supportive, and that's why we have got the participation from the Department of Electronics and Information Technology. There is a national policy which has been laid down, and there are mechanisms for promoting this. So this is something which is going to become the future for India, and one of the first examples for Make in India. And as far as the assembly is concerned, it is people dependent. As far as the semiconductor components are concerned, it is facility dependent. And that is an area where India has strength, and the government of India is there with all these policy formulations to support, which you will be hearing from the secretaries to government of India dealing with electronics, how they are going to support you, and all your fresh minds, novel ideas, and the fire that is in your belly to come to the top would certainly take India forward. And with this, let me once again thank the President and the organizers for giving me this unique opportunity. And I have no doubt that you all together, with the support of the Government of India, the vision that our Honorable Prime Minister has already laid down, would take India forward in the next 5 to 10 years to somewhere in the first 10 in the world. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. May I request Ashok, Chairman IESA, to thank Dr. Radhakrishnan.